Hello, 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 and happy Tuesday to you all. I am Dr. Bianca Miss V. Lee, and we are gathered here today. We are gathered here this evening for another reading, another chapter reading of our material, The Secret, written by Rhonda Byrne. Okay. This book this book, you all, already. I don't know about y'all. I don't know if you all work in the secret the way it's supposed to be worked, but I am, and baby, it shows, okay? When I tell you I've been getting things coming to me left, right, up, down, people giving left, right, up, down, out of the blue, left, right, up, down, bills paid left, right, up, down. I am loving it. And that is the application of the things that we're learning in this journey, the secret. If you are not applying this stuff that we're learning, then you are doing yourself a soul disservice. I promise you, you are. I promise you, you are. If you are just playing around with this book and it's just another page turner for you, it's just something to mark off your list of things to get done out of the day, and you are not consuming this information and applying this information and adjusting and aligning with this information, you are doing yourself a disservice, and you have nobody else to blame but yourself. Okay, you might be your own hindrance. It is what it is, because clearly information is not what you need. Clearly application is what you need. Okay, and so for me, I refuse to take the time, the energy, the wherewithal, the resources, and learn better information, new information, insightful information, and not apply it. Not apply it. They say that if you do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, then that is a insanity. I will go on to say that's a fool. Okay, a fool is somebody who knows what to do and still refuse to do it, who knows the truth about something and still refuse to, adhere to it. That's in clinical terms, that's called cognitive dissonance. Okay, where you just gonna stay true to your ignorance. Okay, and I don't even want to call it ignorance, because the definition of ignorance is to not know. And clearly, the problem here is not that you don't know. The problem is that you do know and you refuse to apply what you now know. I don't know about you all, but like I told you on Sunday, you can leave your goods for somebody else to pick up if you want to. I will gladly get rid of them for you, and I will apply them to my own stuff. Okay, I promise you I will. But I'm here to get my stuff. And I know there's some of you all are here to get your stuff. You want your stuff, whatever that stuff consists of, whether it's something materialistically, or internally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, sexually, physically. It doesn't matter. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. It's simple as that. Go get your stuff. Because it's waiting on you to go. It's waiting on you to get it. Mine don't have to wait on me another day. You understand me? Another moment. Because I'm here in position, attracting the things that belong to me. Attracting the things that I want. And that is what we are going over in this book. Okay? The book that I'm talking about is none other than The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Okay? I had some issues here with my mouse on my laptop, but it is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Okay. Again, if you do not have this book, it is readily available for you in PDF form for only $5. You can feel free to sow your seed of $5. Get your book. That way you can follow along with us. I'm here to tell you, not only will we complete this book, but there are 3 other books connected to The Secret by the authors of The Secret that will follow, and we're going to go into those immediately after. We're doing the sequence. This is the first, we're going to second, third, and then fourth. right after one another. I have all of those books for you to get. They're $5 each, a seed of $5 each. So whenever you're ready to go ahead and get those, you can. They are available for you. And you know now that these are the books that we will be transitioning to after we complete this one, okay? All righty, you all. Listen here. Listen here. Listen here. We have, I know you all know, just one announcement. I know you all know that I am a CEO and the head chef of a baking business. It is an infused baking business. And we are hosting a Puff and Paint Edible Edition dinner, costume dinner party, okay? It is going to be held on October 22nd in Phoenix City, Alabama, which is not even an hour and 20 minutes from Atlanta, okay? So if you are in or around Atlanta, then you can come and make a weekend out of it. It's going to be amazing. We just released our menu that's going to be served. The menu that's going to be served on that night is going to be amazing, okay? Amazing. And every single course is infused, okay? The only thing that will not be infused is your water, all right? But trust and believe we can do that too if we wanted to. We just want to give you some breathing room. We want you to live. We want you to survive, okay? All right? But you're going to have a good time. We're going to be doing some painting. We're going to be doing some dancing. We're going to have costume contests. We're going to be giving away goods. I'm talking about the costume winner will walk away with a huge goodie bag, literal bag of goodies and apparel and merchandise and treats. It's gonna be off the chain. The meal, like I said, we released it. If you follow our social media pages at EMC3CUBED, so that's EMC3 cubed, then you'll see what we got going on. Okay, that menu was released yesterday. That menu is stuffed chicken breast with spicy dressing stuffing. It's going to be accompanied by fresh salmon cubes, fried salmon cubes with a glaze to go with it. It's going to be accompanied by creamy 4-cheese, fresh baked mac and cheese. It's going to be accompanied by fresh green beans. Okay. It's going to be accompanied by fresh garlic parmesan roasted potatoes. It's going to be accompanied by fresh homemade country style, southern style honey butter cornbread. It's going to be followed by peach cobbler and strawberry shortcake. And to wash it down, infused lemonade, infused country thyme sweet tea. Huh? Listen, we're going to have a ball. We're going to have a ball, okay? And for those of you all who need to know where to get your ticket and where the event is going to be located, then you can follow along. Go to the social media pages. For those who are on Clubhouse, go to the social media pages. For those who are watching on video via Facebook or YouTube, take a look at this. Instagram for more information, okay? Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more information. That is EMC3, the number 3, CUBED for more information, okay? Now that we have gotten all of our announcements out of the way, it is time for us to get started with our reading for the day, all right? We are on chapter 8. And chapter 8 of The Secret is entitled, The Secret to the World. The Secret to the World. We went over the secret to health, the secret to relationships, the secret to money. We went over the process on how to, powerful processes, purposeful processes. We went over the secret made simple. We went over the how-tos. We went over all of those things. And now we're at the secret to the world. Just to recap last session, Sunday session's chapter, which is the secret to health. The tidbits that we took away from that are: the placebo effect is an example of the law of attraction in action. When a patient truly believes the tablet is a cure, he receives what he believes and is cured. That is so true. The next, focusing on perfect health is something we can all do within ourselves, despite what may be happening on the outside. It doesn't matter what's going on in your health. It doesn't matter what's going on the outside. It doesn't matter what the effects, none of that, the signs, none of that. When you focus on perfect health, when your thoughts are set to perfect health, then your feelings, your emotions, all of that, your actions will line up with perfect health. And you will have perfect health. You will will yourself back to perfect health, okay? Laughter attracts joy, releases negativity, and leads to miraculous cures. Yes, indeed. Laughter is medicine for the soul, okay? And it's also a cure for your ailments. Don't sit in grief and depression and lowliness and woe is me. No, regardless of what the situation is, find joy. Find happiness, laugh, watch some cartoons, get your mind off the stuff, reroute your mind, reroute your thinking. Because the more you dwell on you being so sick and so tired and so everything, then you're gravitating towards more, or you're bringing more of that so everything to you, okay? Find laughter, find joy, all right? Replace that sadness for joy. The next, disease is held in the body by thought, by observation of the illness, and by the attention given to the illness. Okay? If you are feeling a little unwell, don't talk about it unless you want more of it. If you listen to people talk about their illnesses, you add energy to their illness. Okay? If you're sitting around just listening to people talk about how sick and tired they are, and how if it ain't one thing, it's another. And how when it rains, it pours, all of that stuff, okay? When you hear other people sitting around doing all of that stuff and you are aiding in that, then you're aiding in them remaining unwell, okay? You're adding energy to that mess. Instead, change the conversation. When they start complaining about their health, change the conversation to good things and give powerful thoughts to seeing those people in health. When they start, woe is me, say, you know what? We're not going to even give energy to this. You are healthy. You are whole. You are healed. You are vibrant. You are exuberant. You are lively. You are flexible. You are healthy. Okay? Think about that. No. See yourself whole. See yourself. Change the conversation. Don't fall prey to the conversation. Be the atmosphere changer. Okay? Be the conversation changer. Be the change maker, okay, of the situation, and cause them and have them to start thinking thoughts of healthiness, healthy thoughts, okay? The next, beliefs about aging are all in our minds. So release those thoughts from your consciousness. Focus on health and eternal youth, okay? Aging is just it matters not, okay? You age as long as you, however old you feel, okay? And what's crazy is the example that they went over in the chapter the last chapter. They talked about how every few months, every several months, I would say, our bodies and cells are regenerating. So who we were last year, last birthday, is not who we are. We're literally a whole new person this year. So the author says she celebrates her first birthday every year. Every year she gets a number one candle and celebrates her first birthday. She says she don't ever let anybody put all of those candles on a cake. Talking about how old she is. No. She said, this body is regenerated and rejuvenated. This is a fresh body. These are fresh cells. This is fresh skin, fresh nails, fresh hair. This is a new me. I'm going to celebrate me at 1 year, okay? My birthday is October 5th. I think I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. All right. From now on, I'm celebrating my first year. Yes. Okay. And the last tidbit that we took away was do not listen to society's messages about diseases and aging. Negative messages do not serve you. They do not. Okay. All right. So we're moving on to chapter 8, The Secret to the World. Lisa Nichols states, people have a tendency to look at the things that they want and say, yes, I like that. I want that. However, they look at the things that they don't want and they give them just as much energy, if not more, with the idea that they can stamp it out. They can eliminate it, obliterate it. In our society, we've become content with fighting against things, fighting against cancer, fighting against poverty, fighting against war, fighting against drugs, fighting against terrorism, fighting against violence. We tend to fight everything we don't want, which actually creates more of a fight. Hale Dwoskin, he's a teacher and author of the Sedona method, states, anything we focus on, we do create. So if we're really angry, for instance, at a war that's going on, or strife, or suffering, we're adding our energy to it. We're pushing ourselves, and that only creates resistance. Carl Jung stated, what we resist persists. Bob Doyle states, the reason that what you resist persists is because if you're resisting something, you're saying, no, I don't want this thing because it makes me feel this way, the way I'm feeling right now. So you're putting out a really strong emotion of, I really don't like this feeling. And then it comes racing toward you. Resistance is something is like trying to change the outside pictures after they have been transmitted. It's a futile pursuit. You have to go within and emit a new signal with your thoughts and feelings to create the new pictures. As you resist what has appeared, you are adding more energy and more power to those pictures you don't like, and you are bringing more of them at a furious rate. The event or circumstances can only get bigger because that is the law of the universe. Jack Canfield states, the anti-war movement creates more war. The anti-drug movement has actually created more drugs because we're focusing on what we don't want, drugs. Lisa Nichols states, people believe that if we really want to eliminate something, focus on that. How much sense does it make for us to give the particular problem all of the energy, as opposed to focusing on trust, love, living in abundance, education, or peace? Jack Canfield states, Mother Teresa was brilliant. She said, I will never attend an anti-war rally. If you have a peace rally, invite me. She knew, she understood the secret. Look what she manifested in the world. Hale Dwoskin states, so if you're anti-war, be pro-peace instead. If you're anti-hunger, be pro-people having more than enough to eat. If you're anti a particular politician, be pro his opponent. Often elections are tipped in favor of the person that the people are really against because he's getting all the energy and all the focus. That is so true. Everything in this world began with one thought. The bigger things get bigger because more people give their thoughts to it after it has appeared. Then those thoughts and emotions keep that very event in our existence and make it bigger. If we took our minds off it and focused instead of on love, it could not exist. It would evaporate and disappear. Charles Hornell states, remember, and this is one of the most difficult as well as most wonderful statements to grasp. Remember that no matter what the difficulty is, no matter where it is, no matter who is affected, you have no patient but yourself. You have nothing to do with but convince yourself of the truth which you desire to see manifested. Jack Canfield states, it's okay to notice what you don't want because it gives you contrast to say, this is what I want. But the fact is, the more you talk about what you don't want or talk about how bad it is, read about that all the time, and then say how terrible it is, well, you're creating more of that. You cannot help the world by focusing on the negative things. As you focus on the negative events of the world, you not only add to them, but you bring more negative things into your own life at the same time. When the pictures have appeared of something you don't want, it is a cue to change your thinking and emit a new signal. If it is a world situation, you're not powerless. You have all the power. Focus on everybody being in joy. Focus on abundance of food. Give yourself powerful thoughts to what is wanted. You have the ability to give so much to the world by emitting feelings of love and well-being, despite what is happening around you. That is so true. This is why I refuse to watch the news. I refuse to watch the news. I cannot tell you what's happening in the world today. I can absolutely tell you what's happening in my world. I can't tell you what's happening in the world because I don't consume myself with things that don't, that's not my business. All right. I can't tell you what's happening in social media, what's happening in entertainment, because that's none of my business. Okay. The more information that you gather about any subject matter, the more you create thoughts about that matter. And then you start bringing those thoughts into your own personal life. And what I will not do is commentate on other people's situations and bring the remnants of that mess to myself. That's what I'm not going to do. Okay. So it's best to be unaware and ignorant of a lot of the things that's going on, because I don't need that. I don't need that at all. And even if things are directly affecting me, I choose to take a positive stance in it. I choose to take a positive, outlook on the situation instead of being, because I have a nonprofit organization. So we do feeding of the homeless and stuff like that. So instead of talking about, fighting homelessness, fighting hunger, I'm not fighting anything. I'm loving people. That's what I'm doing. I'm loving people. I am feeding people. I am clothing people. I am housing people. I'm not doing anything. I'm not fighting nobody. Let me tell you something now. I don't do no fighting. Okay. I don't do no fighting. I'm not fighting nothing and no one about nothing and no one. Okay. At all. My fighting days are over. Once upon a time, I didn't understand how to bring, control to myself. And when I gathered that control, I'm telling you now, there's nothing that no one can get me. You can't get me out of that. I refuse to let you. That's the thing. My control and the control of self is governed by me and me alone. And nothing outside of me will tell me how to feel about something or what to think about something. Not at all. Not at all. I refuse to allow that. When I tell you I'm so particular about what my gates are, what I digest, my ear gates, eye gates, what I eat, what I see, what I hear, what I feel. I am particular. I am so particular, whether it's coming from society, whether it's coming from entertainment, whether it's coming from my family, whether it's coming from my friends and associates, listen, I'm telling you now, I will get off the phone so fast. I will walk away so fast if it's foolishness, or if it's not, it's anti anything that I'm for. It's a contradiction. No ma'am, no ham, no sir. Okay. I mean that. And you should be as vigilant about yourself too. Seriously. All right. James Ray states, so many times people say to me, well, James, I have to be informed. Maybe you have to be informed, but you don't have to be inundated. There you go. It's one thing to be informed. It's another thing to be inundated, to be consumed with the stuff. I know some people right now that are consumed with news. They listen and follow everything. The Trump trial and the case of the insight. What is it? The incision? Is it the incision? Whatever they did when they climbed the Capitol. All of that stuff. They are consumed with the details that of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with them. Have never been on Trump's administration. Why do I care about how many years them people get? Okay, I'm not doing them. Okay, so listen, don't write me. I'm not putting nothing on your books. Nothing. Okay, I don't care nothing about it. I wasn't there with you when you did the stuff. Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with M and E. Okay, so even down to the just stuff, man. It's so much stuff out here that we can just be consumed by, y'all. No, okay? Safeguard yourself. Safeguard your heart. Safeguard your mind. Safeguard your spirit. Safeguard your emotions. Scrolling up and down. Listen, put that phone down half the time, y'all, please, because we are sitting, as we're scrolling down social media 24/7. I give myself a couple hours a day because I have to promote and share and market for my businesses and helping others with their businesses and stuff like that. But y'all, just by simply scrolling down a timeline can send your thoughts and your emotions on an emotional roller coaster. Okay, you can be cracking up laughing at a video, and then immediately after that video is some sad. So now you go from laughing to abruptly almost in tears. Okay, your heart broken. And then from there you see a video about somebody cooking something that now you're hungry. Then you go from hungry to seeing the animals do something sweet, and now it's like, yo, okay, or you see somebody do something wrong to somebody else, now you're mad. We send ourselves on by way of the social media, and just by simply scrolling. I'm not talking about what you're posting. I'm not talking about none of it. I'm talking about consuming other people's stuff. Up and down the timeline. It's just schizophrenia all up and down that timeline. Emotional instability all up and down that timeline. Mental instability all up and down the timeline. And you just consuming it all day long. Okay? And wonder why things don't go right with you. Okay? Because you're consuming other people's stuff. You're not safeguarding your gates, right? When I discovered The Secret, I made a decision that I would not watch the news. Look at this. I swear I did not know that they were going to talk about this. She says, when I discovered The Secret, I made a decision that I would not watch the news or read newspapers anymore because it did not make me feel good. The news services and the newspapers are not in any way to blame for broadcasting bad news. As a global community, we are responsible for it. We buy more newspapers when a huge drama is the headline. The news channels ratings skyrocket when there is a national or international disaster. So the newspapers and the news sources give us more bad news because, as a society, that's what we're asking and saying that we want more of. The media is effect, and we are the cause. Listen, the media is the effect. We are the cause. It is just the law of attraction in action. Okay? The news services and newspapers will change what they deliver to us when we emit a new signal and focus on what we want. Michael Bernard Beckwith states, learn to become still and to take your attention away from what you don't want and all the emotional charge around it, and place the attention on what you wish to experience. Energy flows where attention goes. Horatio Bonar states, Think truly, and thy thoughts shall the world's famine feed. Think truly, and thy thoughts shall the world's famine feed. Okay? Are you beginning to see the phenomenal power you have in this world just through your existence? As you focus on the good things you feel, and you are bringing more good things to the world, at the same time, you are bringing more good things into your own life. When you feel good, you uplift your life and you uplift the world. The law is perfection in operation. Dr. John D. Martini states, I always say, when the voice and the vision on the inside become more profound, clear, and loud than the opinions of the outside, you've mastered your life. Lisa Nichols states, it's not your job to change the world or the people around you. It's your job to go with the flow inside of the universe, and to celebrate it inside of the world that exists, inside the world that exists. You are the master of your life, and the universe is answering your every command. Don't become mesmerized by the pictures that have appeared if they are not what you want. Take responsibility for them. Make light of them if you can, and let them go. Then think new thoughts of what you want. Feel them and be grateful that it is done. Next section. The universe is abundant. The universe is abundant. Dr. Joe Vitale states, one of the questions I get asked all the time is if everyone uses The Secret and they all treat the universe like a catalog, aren't we going to run out of stuff? Won't everyone just make a run for it and bust the bank? Michael Bernard Beckwith states, what's beautiful about the teaching of The Secret is that there's more than enough to go around for everyone. Listen to me. I think some of us need to know that, because there's a lack mentality that has stricken society so badly, okay? That we truly feel sometimes, some of us truly feel that there's a famine. They keep saying famine. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. See, I don't understand lack conversation on purpose. I don't understand not enough on purpose. Not saying, now hear me clear. I'm not saying that I've never experienced, not being able to pay something at a moment when I wanted to pay it, or at the moment that it was due, or whatever the case. No. I've had experiences, but my mental and my spirit don't understand not having enough, especially when we're in a world of plentiful and abundance. That's what I mean. Okay. He goes on to say, there is a lie that acts like a virus within the mind of humanity. And that lie is, there's not enough good to go around. There's lack and there's limitation and there's just not enough. And that lie has people living in fear, greed, and stinginess. And those thoughts of fear, greed, and stinginess and lack become their experience. So the world has taken a nightmare pill. The truth is that there's more than enough good to go around. There's more than enough creative ideas. There's more than enough power. There's more than enough love. There's more than enough joy. All of this begins to come through a mind that is aware of its own infinite nature. You are created. You were made. This is Miss B talking now. You were created by infinite intelligence, infinite abundance, infinite love, infinite joy, infinite peace. You were created in the likeness of infinite everything. So the reason I don't understand the lack mentality and all of that stuff is because that's not what I was created out of. I am the likeness of infinite intelligence, of infinite everything, which means that in me is infinite everything. There is no lack in me. So where did I get this understanding of lack? What is that? And wherever you pick that up, return to sender. Because your true nature only knows infinite information, infinite abundance, infinite wealth, infinite peace, infinite love, infinite joy. That's what your nature knows. So maybe your job is to go within, reconnect to your nature, who you truly are, and then align your physical self to your spiritual self and walk it out. Right? All right, going on in the book. To think there is not enough is to look at the outside pictures and think that everything comes from the outside. When you do that, you will most surely see lack and limitation. You now know that nothing comes into existence from the outside, and that everything first comes from thinking and feeling it on the inside. Your mind is the creative power of all things. So how can there be any lack? It's impossible. It's impossible. Your ability to think is unlimited. And so the things you can think into existence are unlimited. And so it is with everyone. When you truly know this, you are thinking from a mind that is aware of its own infinite nature. You have an infinite nature that knows no lack. In fact, lack is no, what is lack? What is that? What is even that? Okay. James Ray states, every great teacher who has ever walked the planet has told you that life was meant to be abundant. Robert Collier states, the essence of this law is that you must think abundance, see abundance, feel abundance, believe abundance. Let no thought of limitation enter your mind. Let no thought of limitation enter your mind. Y'all, I was a doctor before I was a doctor. I was not going to wait until somebody told me that I can be one to become one. I've been one. I've been doing the things. The only thing that I acquired was a PhD. That's it. That's it. I've been doing the work. Okay? So if you already know who you are, you don't need anything outside of you to verify that or validate that. Just be it. That's infinite nature. That's infinite nature. That's limitless nature. Okay? John Assaraf states, and so just when we think that resources are dwindling, we find new resources that can achieve the same things. Hello, somebody. Okay? The how is not my business. The what is all I need to be focused on. Okay? My task. The true story of a Belize oil team is an inspiring example of the power of the human mind to bring forth resources. The directors of Belize Natural Energy Limited were trained by the eminent Dr. Tony Quinn, who specializes in humanistic physiology training. Okay. With Dr. Quinn's mind power training, the directors were confident that their mental picture of Belize being a successful oil producing country would be achieved. They took a brave step forward to drill for oil in Spanish Lookout. And in one short year, their dream and vision became a reality. Belize Natural Energy Limited discovered oil of the highest quality in abundant flows where 50 other companies had failed to find any. Belize has become an oil producing country because an extraordinary team of people believed in the unlimited power of their mind. Listen, it can be a sweatless victory, y'all. It can really be sweatless. Lauryn Hill said it. It could all be so simple, but we'd rather make it hard because you're disconnected from yourself and who you truly are. I said it a couple of weeks back. The only thing that's plaguing humanity is the fact that we don't know who we are. Because the moment we realize who we are, everything that you deem a problem will no longer be a problem, especially up against who you are, truly, okay? Nothing is limited, not resources or anything else. It is only limited in the human mind. When we open our minds to the unlimited creative power, we will call forth abundance and see and experience a whole new world. Dr. John DeMartini states, even though we say we have lack, it's because we don't open up our vision and see all of what is around us. Now that is a word, okay? The only reason that you see lack is because you lack to see the potential of the things that you are sitting in right now. Even in the Bible, there was a passage that said, God said to Moses, when Moses was trying to free the people from Pharaoh and things like that, God said to Moses, Moses, what do you have in your hand? Literally right now. What's that in your hand? What do you have in your hand? I can use that. Huh? Come on, y'all. Don't give me to doing it up in here. Don't give me to preaching. What do you have around you? What are you sitting on that you haven't given recognition to? Recognize your resources and use them. Huh? That's why you see lack, because you're not appreciating the abundance that you currently got. Hello. Your eyes are set to lack and not set to abundance, which your lack set eyes are causing you to be blind to the thing in your very presence that can help you get out of that situation. Come on here. Man, he said, even though we say we have lack, it's because we don't open up our vision and see all of what is around us right now in this moment. Dr. Joe Vitale states, when people start to live from their heart and go for what they want, they don't go for the same things. That's the beauty of this. We don't all want BMWs. We don't all want the same person. We don't all want the same experiences. We don't all want the same clothes. We don't all want fill in the blank, okay? Man, you are here on this glorious planet endowed with this wonderful power to create your life. There is no limits to what you can create for you because your ability to think is unlimited, but you cannot create other people's lives for them. You cannot think for them. And if you try to force your opinions on others, you will only attract like forces to you. So let all others create the life that they want. Okay? Let all others create the life that they want. Michael Bernard Beckwith states, there's enough for everyone. If you believe it, if you can see it, if you act for it, I'll show up for you. It'll show up for you. That's the truth. Robert Collier states, if you have any lack, if you are prey to poverty or disease, it is because you do not believe or do not understand the power that is yours. It is not a question of the universe giving it to you. It offers everything to everyone. There is no partiality. There is no favoritism. There is no us and them. Called and uncalled, blessed and unblessed, favored and unfavored. Ain't none of that. None of that. That's where division comes from. When you separate yourself from the whole of the one. Okay, we are one of one. I am one of one. You are one of one. There is no us and them. Okay, we are one of one. I am myself and you are my other self. You are yourself and I am your other self. We are one of one. Okay. I don't care what faith you practice. I don't care how many scriptures you quote. I don't care how many confessions you speak and you declare, decree. I don't care what you bow to. You are one of one. We are all of the same being. Okay. No separation. There is no partiality. We are sitting in our individual lives. Like, say, for instance, what my life that I'm living over here, my experience that I'm experiencing over here is my side's view and vantage point for the whole. This is why communicating with each other is necessary. This is why, acting and treating people as if, they're not on your level is foolish, because you living your life the way that you live your life is me living that portion of life. If you are a trillionaire, okay, and I'm blessed to be a millionaire, I'm not feeling no type of way because you're a trillionaire and I'm only a millionaire. No. I'm going to live vicariously through you enjoying your trillions. Hello. Because you enjoying your trillions and me getting a chance to watch you enjoy your trillions, I'm enjoying your trillions with you. Hello. Why? Because I am one with you. I am connected to you. I am one of you. You are one of me. This whole division thing, man, y'all got to knock it off. Seriously, you all have to knock it off. Cut it out. Okay? Cut it out. Please. Good God Almighty, cut it out. All right? Here we go. The universe offers all things to all people through the law of attraction. You have the ability to choose what you want to experience. Do you want there to be enough for you and for everyone? Then choose that and know that there is abundance of all things. There is an unlimited supply. There is so much magnificence. Each of us has the ability to tap into that unlimited invisible supply through our thoughts and feelings and bring it into our experience. So choose for you, because you're the only one who can. Lisa Nichols states, everything that you want, all the joy, love, abundance, prosperity, bliss, it's there, ready for you to grab a hold of it. And you've got to get hungry for it. You've got to be intentional. And when you become intentional and on fire for what you want, the universe will deliver every single thing that you've been wanting. Recognize the beautiful and wonderful things around you and bless and praise them. And on the other side, the things that aren't currently working the way you want them to work, don't spend your energy faulting or complaining. Embrace everything that you want so you can get more of it. Lisa's wise words to praise and bless the things around you are worth their weight in gold. Praise and bless everything in your life. When you are praising and blessing, you are on the highest frequency of love. In the Bible, the Hebrews used the act of blessing to bring forth health, wealth, and happiness. They knew the power of blessing. For many people, the only time they have blessed someone was when they sneezed. And so they have not used one of the greatest powers to their full advantage. The dictionary defines blessing as invoking divine favor and conferring well-being or prosperity. So begin right now to invoke the power of blessing in your life and bless everything and everyone. Likewise, with praising, for when you are praising someone or something, you are giving love. And as you emit the magnificent frequency, it will return to you 100-fold. Praising and blessing dissolves all negativity. So praise and bless your enemies. If you curse your enemies, the curse will come back to harm you. If you praise and bless them, you will dissolve all negativity and discord, and the love of the praising and blessing will return to you. As you praise and bless, you will feel yourself shift into a new frequency with feedback of good feelings. Dr. Dennis Waitley states most of the leaders in the past missed the great part of the secret. 1 second, you all. Hello there. I see you outside. Keep backing up. Keep backing up. I'm the first driveway to the right. Just pull on in, and you can leave it on the front porch. Right there. That driveway right there. Okay. So Dennis Waitley stated most of the leaders in the past missed the great part of the secret, which is to empower and share with others. This is the best time to have ever been alive in history. It's the first time we've ever had the power to gain knowledge at our fingertips. With this knowledge, you are becoming aware of the truth of the world and yourself. The greatest insights into the secret on the subject of the world came from the teachings of Robert Collier, Prentice Mulford, Charles Haanel, and Michael Bernard Beckwith. With that understanding came total freedom. I truly hope that you can come into the place of that same freedom. If you can, then through your existence and the power of your thoughts, you will bring the greatest good to this world and to the future of all humankind. Okay? The takeaways of this chapter are what you resist, you attract because you are powerfully focused on it and with emotion. To change anything, go within and emit a new signal with your thoughts and feelings. The next, you cannot help the world by focusing on the negative things. As you focus on the world's negative events, you not only add to them, but you also bring more negative things into your own life. Next, instead of focusing on the world's problems, give your attention and energy to trust, love, abundance, education, and peace. Next, we will never run out of good things because there's more than enough to go around for everyone. Life is meant to be abundant. Next, you have the ability to tap into the unlimited supply through your thoughts and feelings and bring it into your experience. And last, praise and bless everything in the world, and you will dissolve negativity and discord and align yourself with the highest frequency, which is love. Ooh, we now. Listen, this was good. This was good. This was good. My word, y'all. Okay, so the next time we gather, which will be Sunday, this coming Sunday, we will move on to chapter 9, which is the secret to you. The secret to you. Now, I really can't wait to hear that. I want to hear that. You hear me? I love it. You all listen, this has been our time. This has been our time. And this was perfect timing too, because I had a delivery coming. I get my grocery. How many of you all take advantage of Instacart? I love Instacart. You hear me? That means that I don't have to leave my desk and they can bring me my groceries to the door. And it's perfect timing because now I'm going to go and grab my groceries from my front porch. And I'm going to go ahead and get myself some vittles. And we're going to call it an evening, you all. Listen, y'all have a wonderful evening. Okay? Know that I love you. Apply this information, okay? Apply this information. Don't just read the book. Apply the book, all right? And we will be back here on Sunday. Don't forget. If you do not have the reading material, inbox me, email me, back channel me. Get the book. It's only a seed of $5, okay? Get the book. You can email me at info@biancamissblee.com. You can visit my website. For those on the Clubhouse, it's right above my head. Tap the link and you'll be right on my website. For those who are watching via Facebook or YouTube, it's on the screen, biancamissblee.com, okay? Follow me on Instagram, Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter, okay? And also, make sure you go to YouTube. Follow me there, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time that we come together, gather, and do any type of conversation or any type of book reading, okay? We're on a mission to completing 20 books this year. We are doing well. We are well on our way. We have A few more to go before December 31st, but we are well on our way. I thank you for joining me on this journey. It's amazing. Okay. Listen, you all, I love you. I mean it. There's absolutely positively nothing you can do about it. Don't you even try it. We will see you back here on Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Divine Femininity United. Peace.